Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to another video, where today I'm going to teach you how to do something like this. So, in real life it doesn't look this orange, which is why I have to turn off the lights, because it actually gives you more of a sight of what it really looks like. So it looks red. It looks really, really red. We'll try and get it there. That's what it kind of looks like. So, I'm going to be giving you a quick tutorial. Also, I was testing out my makeup. I went into an Australian accent. Testing out my makeup for my show. Let me just, again, point it down slightly so you can see it better. I have a silver face paint, actually, across my face. White eyeliner stars, black eyeliner, and a nude lipstick that I messed up. Therefore, you can see how much I messed up is when I do this. So, we're gonna put this towards my face again. I'm gonna teach you. So, the first thing you will need, actually there's only two things you really need for like this actually thing. If you want it to stay, well, then you need something called spirit gum, which you can find at every Party City, unless they're sold out. So I use Ben Nye Scar Wax and Ben Nye Blood. I went over to Ben Nye's house and I killed him and I took some of his skin. So this is my Scar Wax. So we have some Scar Wax here. Scar Wax. And then we have Le Blood. Actually, you can make a really impressive injury with just blood, but the Scar Wax makes it so much more convincing. You're also going to need a brush, foundation, and a sponge. As well as this if you want it to last longer, which I'm going to do a tiny cut to show you the premise of it, and then for this you basically just do it bigger, because I don't want to waste Scar Wax. So I'm going to get some Scar Wax out using the end of a brush. So take out some Scar Wax. So, this little ball, and I'm gonna make a snake. So because I'm doing a small injury, I'm going to, should I do it on the same hand? I should. So I'm actually gonna put this, should I put it on the inside of my hand? I feel like that's too much. So if I wanted to, I could put this here, 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 I could put this can go anywhere. On my face, on my neck, on my arms, on my hands, anywhere. I prefer to go face or hand, just because it's easier. So I'm actually going to position your guys so you can see what I'm doing. Hi. So here is my hand, my beautimous hand, and all its glories. So we have this, which I'm actually going to do a smaller injury with. So I'm going to fold this in half. So I'm actually gonna take this. Ooh, how do I make this look like real? So I just put a fingerprint in it so I can smash it down to my skin better. So I'm just gonna go all around the edges and blend and pull the edges into my skin. So I'm actually going to try and make this look like a gash. So there you go. You can already see it actually blends pretty well into my skin. But we're going to make it blend even better by taking some foundation. Now, I always like, for my hands, I take a darker foundation. This is Wet n Wild. It is actually waterproof, depending on what you use. I use their mascara because it's waterproof. Because one, the military grade, to like just really smash down and pull it down to your. I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna be pulling and pulling and pulling and wiping and wiping and wiping. Until I end the video, and now I have to post these two videos separately. Or I'm gonna have to like switch into this video after the other one's done while I'm videotaping it. So I have my own type of editing called not editing. It is not editing. So I'm gonna take that, what I just did, and I'm gonna make it look like a cut, and I'm gonna make it so bloody and gory that you don't actually see this circle here. So I'm gonna take scissors. And I'm gonna give myself an actual injury. No, I'm going to manipulate the scar wax. So you can do a gash, you can do a cross, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a cross, or I could do like 3 little gashes. I'm gonna do the 3 little gashes. So gash, bigger gash, bigger gash, another little gash. So that's how it starts. And then basically all you do is just take blood and stick it in some crevices, and then you're done. So here's my very messed up blood brush, and here's my very messed up blood. There it is. Beautimous. So I'm gonna go into its cracks and holes, and I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna go along the edges. I'm gonna put in some blood. So you want it to be deep enough in there and dark enough in there so it actually looks real. So it's really quite easy if you know how to do it. It's really quite easy if you know how to do it. Wow. YouTuber of the century. It's easy, you know, if you know what to do and you're like trained to do it, and you have like hours of practice in it. And no, actually you don't need that much time. You just need some patience and a willingness to get bloody and dirty and gory, which I'm assuming you all have because you're watching this. Either that or you just want to see how I do my stuff. Because, like, this is really actually the harder version to do this. It makes it look more realistic. But you can actually make it look like you have tiny... Oh, no. I just dropped blood on my table. So now I put, like, little blotches around the edges. Just because a cut would not be this clean, obviously. It wouldn't be this clean, so we're gonna put like little blotches, like it's spilled a bit, and like I just kind of smeared it around. Which is what happened here. It was just like wiping off my brush, basically. And it also covers up your edges. So, if you want, you can like blend these out more. But I think like these leaving them splotchy actually makes it look somewhat better than like blending the edges together. Because there's 2 injuries like right next to each other, obviously it's gonna get very bloody. So you just take a little bit of blood and just go around that area and just add these little bits of like splotches in that area, because obviously it's going to get bloody because I'm covered in blood and I have like 2 injuries, so obviously the area is going to get bloody. Now at this time, if you can you please stay, If you wanted to add a little drip, you could. So, I don't know if you can see that, but there's the little drip. And it's basically like a little line, and then you put like a little dot of like really dark blood at the end. So like take a little congealed blood and you go dot 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 dot. You want the end to look the most congealed. So there you go. There's your tutorial.